If you're curious about the Discovery Tour, please...
Hey buddies, welcome to Video Games Awesome Live. This is E3 2019, day 2 of conferences, and we're about to see Ubisoft come out on stage. Always a fun time. Hello everybody. They're at their pre-show right now, but it starts in 4.5 minutes.
Ooh.
How'd they do last year, Becky?
Thank you for asking, Fraser. Let me just look at my charts. So, last year was pretty good. They, killed it in 2017, though. That was the year that...
2017, they had a great, presentation, and they had Miyamoto on stage. That was the year with the back-to-back guns, Rabbids guns.
Yep, they had, 2 crash the internet moments. So the Rabbids one was one, Mario and Rabbids, and the other one was, at the end of their conference, Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah, that's pretty big, announcing a beloved and old, long kind of forgotten IP out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was previously out on the
gets you.
PS2, 15 years. The devs were super emotional when they got to show off
That's
what
really
they're talking
cute, too.
about.
But this last year, how'd they do?
Last year was good.
Where'd you place
them? Third. Last year was the year that they were delayed in turning off the mics, and so you could hear them talking, and there was the nailed it moment.
Nailed it!
And
Nailed it!
Joseph Gordon-Levitt came out to talk about Beyond Good and Evil.
That's pretty weird.
And Elijah Wood came out to talk
Yeah,
about Transference VR.
They got both Elijah Woods to come out.
Yeah, crazy. And then there's the Trials Rising dude who came out on the motorbike and knocked over the stage.
Yeah,
or
that's
the podium.
pretty good too. Wow.
Yeah, they had the For Honor update, which was pretty dry, and they didn't have Jonathan, what's his name, the old guy with the cane.
Yeah, and For Honor in general is kind of beleaguered already. I think people lost interest within the first week. That's too bad.
Yeah, they had good presentation last year, but
they always kill it with the presentation.
Yeah.
Leon knows what he's doing.
Yeah. The Mario and Rabbids Donkey Kong Adventure thing was and Trials Rising were sort of the big things. 2017, it was Mario and Rabbids and Beyond Good and Evil that we were most excited about. 2016 was the second year of Fractured Butthole, For Honor. Oh yeah, and that was the year that Trials of Blood Dragon was released that day, which was kick-ass. And they showed the game Grow Up, which looked cute. 2015, they showed Fractured Butthole for the first time and had Trey Parker and Matt Stone on stage.
Which is special.
And For Honor, the year the dude with the cane came out, which was awesome.
Ubisoft tends to seem I feel like they keep their big announcements for E3. They seem to be one of the only companies that still does that. That doesn't they save things up so that they can have some break the internet moments at E3.
Yeah.
While every other company
That
seems
is
to be
cute.
not giving. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, they're screen printing right there at the show.
That's awesome. They're so good. They have such a good community feel.
Got a great culture at the company, and from what we've heard, most people really they say that.
Oh my god.
That's the guy from last year. That's what he did.
Oh, the Trials guy?
Apparently he did that today. Fucking came in and launched into the...
Holy shit. They miss Aisha Tyler.
Everybody.
Yeah.
But she had her run, right?
Yeah, totally.
You don't want
I think that's great.
You don't want to stay past the party closing up in a way.
Yeah.
It's good to shake things up.
They also don't have
Look at this guy taking selfies with his rabbit in the background.
Aww.
He's hanging out. He was going like this and
Cute.
taking pictures of it.
I love it. Did you get a good one? Is he gonna try again?
I
think he got a good one. So they usually announce between 9 and 12 games. So not a ton. Their conferences, I think, are a little bit shorter than the big guys. And then at the end, they always bring everyone on stage, which I think
That's always sweet.
Adorable. Yes.
And they tend to have a big dance number, which is fun too. Oh, I think they're maybe starting here.
Right on time. Oh God, I love
Bonus points, right on the fucking.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Oh.
In-house orchestra. Okay, they just got their audio. Good stuff. Oh, they're gonna start with a little.
Assassin's Creed Symphony. Aw, they look so excited. Aw.
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah, Ubisoft has such huge personality points every year that like that is what always gives them a massive uptick in our list. So, while we listen to this beautiful music, we can make some predictions. What do we expect to see this year? A new Assassin's Creed is almost always a given.
I think they said they weren't going to do Assassin's Creed this year. They're going to take
Where'd
a
they
year
say
off.
that?
I don't know how I heard that.
Okay. And then Far Cry is usually a given, a new Far Cry every year.
Yeah.
This is Ubisoft we're talking about. It's a grindhouse, right? They churn them out.
A new South Park. Hello, friend.
I'd be happy to see another new South Park, despite the fact that I haven't finished the other one. I have to. More Beyond, yeah, this is the year to show Beyond Good and Evil gameplay, I would say. I don't think we've seen gameplay yet. Last year was just CG again?
Yeah, I think it was.
Hi, Lisa. She's here again.
Yeah,
She
and
likes-
try not to spoil, or
Yeah, if
don't
there were
spoil the
leaks,
leaks.
don't let us know.
Yeah, we don't want to be surprised.
What other types of things do they usually... Like, I would love to see a new IP as usual every time anybody... I always want to see new IPs.
Yeah.
Love new IPs, especially from AAA studios like Ubisoft. We're probably going to see a lot of stuff we don't care about, such as Ghost Recon, all their Tom Clancy properties, their Rainbow Six, all those things that are massive money makers for them. They're definitely going to spend some time on, because why wouldn't they?
Well, I guess we're going to see maybe some Trials something.
Trials
if
may be there.
If she's already crashing the
Yeah,
party.
if he's already already doing stunts in the pre-show, he's probably going to be there to show us something.
Yeah. Did Skull and Bones come out?
I don't think it came out,
supposed to
right?
come out fall 2018.
Really?
That's what they said in 2017.
Oh, did that get, like... Didn't they show something last year to
They
do with
did
that?
show something last year, but they didn't have a release date.
Okay, so it's been delayed a few
Yeah, I
times.
guess so.
Skull and Bones everybody's looking forward to
2020
because we see it as potentially a massive multiplayer, well, I don't know if it'll be massively, but a multiplayer Black Flag kind of.
Right.
Even though I don't think it's set in the Assassin's Creed universe, I think everybody sees it as like it isn't, oh, okay. Everybody sees it as like a Black Flag inspired game.
Yeah.
Black Flag being one of their greatest triumphs as a studio, I think. The best Assassin's Creed ever made.
Yeah, you loved it. Oh, I love him.
Pretty cool. Fucking showmanship, Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Kinda wish we'd at least... no, I don't wish. I know it was impossible. We were
go to
invited to go
E3?
down to, especially as their guests, as Ubisoft's
yeah.
guests. And I was like, and I was talking to them, I'm like, it's not really what we do. It's not our thing, really. We do it here.
Said no to a free.
Trip down to go see it in person. And I was like, it's not really our thing. We're here with the fans, like we watch it with them.
Yeah.
And he totally understood it because like they're the only company who's contacted us and said, we watch your thing every year and we love what you guys do and keeping it real. Leon always says, if you keep it real, you don't hold.
That doesn't. Yeah.
You don't pull your punches.
I was gonna say we're not gonna be super nice to them just because we know they.
I've been going back and forth with them for a few years now, and every time, like, I'm quite critical, and they're like, you keep it real, man. I'm like, I don't like your games. It's not true, but we know the history of us with Ubisoft games. We're often a little disappointed.
Yeah.
Not to say it's not a good company.
You should have told them to bring all of them. Oh my god, just fill it with turbos.
I've never been quite enticed to go down to E3. I don't feel like E3 is my style.
No.
I like showiness, I like shows, but I don't... Everything we've ever done is because of going to see the community. PAX is.
Yeah. Keeping it real with friends.
No, Ubisoft is really cool for taking criticism in stride and trying to improve.
Yeah. Good job. That was lovely.
They
Even though we
didn't
talked
listen to
over
my request. I said I want Aisha Tyler every year from now forever, and I think the next year they got rid of her. So.
Oh, snap. Paris, San Francisco, Montreal,
Oh, cool. Oh, there's so there you
London,
go, guys. If you want to see the Assassin's Symphony.
Toronto, Vancouver, Los Angeles,
Nice.
Barcelona, Milan, Zurich.
What you just saw was only a glimpse of the Assassin's Creed Symphony Tour starting on June 29th. Imagine an 80-piece live orchestra and choir playing the iconic themes from Assassin's Creed while you relive some of the most memorable moments from over a decade of Assassin's Creed in an immersive experience. Check out
A decade of Assassin's Creed and 79 games.
Excellent music, great performances.
And then I got nervous that that joke doesn't work because I might have gone under the number that they released. I don't know.
One show that we all came here
Would
to
you
see,
include
the
mobile?
Ubisoft E3 conference, and it's just about to start here from the Orpheum Theater in Los Angeles. Now the house is packed, and to give you folks at home an idea of what that feels like, can I please hear the balcony people make some noise?
Looks like a fun place to be. These people aren't even trying to clap. God.
If you please,
Just clap.
If you please, I'd like to do the same for the people sitting on the ground floor.
Stop playing with your camera.
So Ubisoft always fills their audience with employees. You can tell because of how excited they are for every dude who gets on stage. But unlike some companies, it feels more family-like as opposed to like shills. Like, you know, people are there to create fake applause. It feels like they're actually super happy.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe why it's more genuine at Ubisoft's things. Countdown to stage show. Does that count up?
I don't
It
know.
ended on 10.
I only saw,
I saw 6 at one
I
point.
think I saw 9.
I'm probably gonna start with card.
London, greatest city in the world. Well, used to be. Now it's a right mess. The government's fucked off. Extremists are grabbing power. Organised crime slicing up the boroughs. The war dogs are out. And freedom's a bloody joke. But this ain't their London. This is our London.
Eh?
And there's a new power growing. It's all of us, together. We're building a resistance, one recruit at a time.
What is this gonna be? Watch Dogs London?
Yeah.
And no, I never say that to the others.
Scouting talent, Bagley. So gob shut, eyes peeled, yeah?
I have no eyes, and if I did, I wouldn't peel them.
On one hand, I'm glad that they're showing graphics that like are more reasonable and real,
Bloody drugs are
believable.
everywhere, kicking our fucking teeth.
So
mate.
sad that this doesn't look as good as the demo that they showed for the first debut of Watch Dogs like 4 years ago.
You're clear. Sod off.
All right, easy. I'm complying.
Impressive skill set.
Sure, but we need a drone expert, Raj, not a shit kicker. File that one away for later.
Remember when that first demo of Watch Dogs and they showed the audience and people were like punching themselves in the groin? It was so good. They were like, that shit broke E3 because it was so gorgeous, and then it was a lie.
Well now,
Jimmy Shaw. No formal engineering training, but he has several mischief charges for hijacking Albion drones.
Hold still. Fuck you, man. You got no right.
Holy shit.
Oh, I like his
fuck
pants.
hell. We find our drone expert and he's about to get himself nicked. Dead set, get out!
What are the helmets for? If they can't take a bare-fisted punch. Yeah, shake your hand. Like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Just ignore me.
Surrender.
Not today.
Several chase drones converging on your position.
Oh, snap. Can't get away with anything in the future.
About the bloody checkpoint.
Oh, there's a checkpoint.
All our limey friends are excited to see this representation of London.
They don't think the accent is accurate.
Oh.
Fuck! We lost Ian. He's gone.
Oh, shit. Permadeath? Oh, fuck.
Wow.
That's cool.
Really?
Lovely evening, isn't it?
I used to feed the birds here. Now they're all bloody machines.
Get used to it. In the long march of progress, everything dies eventually.
Eventually, even you, Bagley, I'm sure.
Now, there's my Helen. Speaking of death, you'll never guess what just happened to Ian.
Oh, for God's sake, Bagley, a little respect.
Then let's finish what he started. He was working on a new recruit, a drone expert.
That's promising. What do we know about him?
Albion scanned Jimmy just before Ian was killed. I should
How
be
much
able to
voice
predict
acting
the
did you have to
Seriously?
do?
Unfortunately, his records are locked up tighter than your compression stockings.
Are they now?
But this case should be handled by the Met.
Albion's even taken over Scotland Yard. Complicates matters. And
This is
there's my way
fucking
in.
cool.
And your characters perma-die.
Yeah, so you, like, will care.
If this character, I want to play through the whole game as her.
Yeah. How fucking badass is it playing as an old lady?
Hacker.
Hacker.
This is pretty cool. Oh my god.
Oh,
Once
Helen.
again, what is any of this armor worth anything?
Oh,
This is great.
Oba-san, no. Don't try to fight.
How did she just brute force that guy?
The files you stole indicate that Jimmy's gone to Camden Market.
Let's get someone over there, Bagley. Chop, chop.
Huh?
That's quite the hook.
It really is.
That's an it factor.
Ready for some action, Naomi?
Always. But this recruit better be worth all the trouble.
According to the Scotland Yard records, Jimmy's sister was killed by Clan Kelly. We believe he's seeking his
That
revenge
ass.
inside Camden Market.
I'm sorry.
Camden Black Market, you mean?
So, Grand Theft Auto 5 has 3 protagonists that you can hot swap between, and Ubisoft's like, hold my beer.
Yeah.
How many did we see on that fucking screen? Like,
How many? There was like
He's in big trouble.
3 or 4 across.
and they interact, they talk to each other?
The Kellys have this place on full lockdown.
5 down, maybe?
Like 20 at least, it
I
looked
have an
like.
idea.
And they interact with each other, so how do they, like,
What
how are they able to
happens?
juggle that many narratives and interactions? That's super ambitious, and I want to believe that it's, like, fully fleshed out like that, but I'm predicting it's going to
Yeah.
be pretty much more limited than you expect, sadly. I'm hoping for the best, because this sounds incredible.
What if they all die?
Naomi, you've already lost one operative, so try not to get killed, or we'll be in the red for the day.
Copy that.
Is it scripted that he died there?
I don't think
I
so,
don't think
because it was...
either.
What the hell? Is this a meme? This better be a joke, or I'm stuck.
Yeah, we're all trying to find the catch.
Yeah, like,
Ah, cannabis and fentanyl, together at last through the miracle of genetics.
maybe these particular missions will be super limited or something. Like, there'll only be a few where this many people interact, or...
Yeah.
Kellys are
There were
moving loads of
17 on
weapons
that
out here.
screen. Thank you.
Typical back alley shanks.
Like, I can't believe that a 20-hour something narrative would they'd be able to, like, It's just
Found
too
Jimmy.
massive in scope.
Yeah.
And here we thought he might be in some sort of trouble. So, how are you going to get him out of there?
Lots of hugs and kisses.
I love how every hacker in the game is a super genius and also like an expert in martial arts, a crack shot.
Reinforcements are converging on your position.
That's why there's only 17 of them in the whole world, Fraser.
On your feet, mate.
Well, wait a minute. Are you dead sick?
Hope you're sharper than you look.
Jesus Christ. Beat these dead sick pricks. Back up. I need back up.
Does the rolling help?
So is Jimmy just following us?
Well, he's.
Oh, he is.
Oh, okay.
It's weird to see so many guns with
Well, we
UK
showed those
setting in
fucks, didn't
voices.
We almost died out there tonight.
Look, thanks for helping me, but I can handle myself.
Right. You think you're better off alone. You think everyone else has given up and there's no one to trust. That's what they want you to think. And that's how they'll take us, one at a time. It doesn't have to be that way. Together, we can change things.
Wait. What happened to that bloke who helped me?
He didn't make it.
So it seems scripted. It has to be scripted that he died. Like, that was a full-blown animated cinematic, not just voice lines that the guy died. And now he joins the crew. So he's a new character.
James.
Yeah.
This is wild,
Okay,
but
so
it's not going to
why
be
don't I go to meet
as.
the rest of
There's
the
no
crew?
way it's going to be
You
as
don't need
ambitious
to
as you
go
hope it's
anywhere.
going to be.
Look around you. Everyone has a reason to fight, and DedSec is open to anyone.
Anyone?
Welcome to the Resistance.
Especially this way, like you can't record. Like they have. It's impossible. There has to be a limit to the voice acting, so there has to be repetition in the personalities. I can't wait to hear the interviews. I want.
Yeah.
Okay, explain, Mr. Business Casual. That's just casual.
Thank you.
Had a little kid in the audience.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
There's gonna be swearing. It's Ubisoft. There's gonna be swearing on
I'm gonna make
stage.
you all
Kids
wait
can
so
hear
long, I should
swearing.
really not
No, it ruins their lives.
Does it? Fuck.
I'm Clint Hawking. I'm the creative director
See?
of Watch Dogs Legion.
Oh, man.
And for the past few years, the team and I have had the privilege to work on a game and an innovation that we are very
What does
proud
this
of.
shirt mean? It looks like the massive
Watch Dogs
attack
Legion is set
logo.
in London,
It also
one of the
looks
greatest
like
cities in the world. And it's had a
Tank Girl's
massive
t-shirt
influence on all of our culture for centuries.
Target.
Today, with Brexit, London's at a turning point. It's hard to predict what the future holds for London, for the UK, or for the world. But history has
British Air
proven
Force symbol.
time and again that where London
It's
goes,
the Royal Air Force logo.
all of us go together. In our near future, London is facing her downfall. The UK has become a surveillance state, and freedom has been replaced with fear. Armed drones patrol the streets, deportation squads rip people from their homes, and Granddad is using crypto to buy a new kidney on the black market. But Londoners never surrender. Their resilience and determination is an inspiration to us all, and they are the heroes of our game. All of them. In Watch Dogs Legion, your mission is to build a popular resistance to fight back against the emergence of an authoritarian regime. This means you don't just play as one hero, but many. And in Watch Dogs Legion, you can recruit and play as anyone.
Did somebody say how? No, somebody said fuck yeah or something.
I thought he said what the fuck.
Yeah, okay.
In our game, every Londoner is fully simulated.
Can
with
you
a
play as the
persistent
queen?
life and relationships, and anyone from the entire population can be recruited into your team. Find them, profile them, hack into their lives, play their origin mission, and win them over to your cause. The heroes you recruit are all unique characters with different backstories and personalities, fully voiced and animated, and they are the stars
It can't
of
be
your
anyone.
story. Every cinematic in the game will change, depending on whether you're playing a former MI5 action hero, a 70-year-old granny you saw feeding pigeons in the park, or anyone in between. However you want to play, whoever you want to be, Watch Dogs Legion lets you be that. You want to make a team
Was
of
this
classic British
game
spies? No
60
problem.
years in
You wanna be
development?
a crew of street-savvy kids from the council block? Do it. You want to go hipster, body mod, Afro-punk, gangsta? Awesome. The women of Bletchley Park? These ladies fucking invented hacking!
Maybe there are archetypes. Like there's a bunch of old ladies. Maybe they all act the same and
Play as
have the
anyone
same voice
is the
acting or
innovation
something.
that transforms a story about freeing
Yeah.
London and the world.
Like there's a
from the grip
hipster,
of
there's a
tyranny
gangster, there's a
to a
cop,
game
there's
about the
There's
hero.
and they're
like
all archetypes.
17 profiles, archetypes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Being a hero
17
isn't just a job
archetypes,
for
and then
someone
those
else anymore.
are technically everyone.
Job for everyone.
Everyone fits
So on
into
behalf
one
of
of
the
those
Watch Dogs
categories.
So,
team
like,
here and around the world,
You could end up
hope to
with
see you on the booth.
the old
Thank you
lady,
for
but
your
she might
time.
not look the same as that old lady, but all her voices, acting, and origin stories will all be the same, maybe.
That I could see.
That I can see, and that's still super ambitious.
Ah, London. Had a good run there for a while. Now it's all riots, bombings,
And then randomization within the archetypes, yeah. Like
Yeah.
and people
maybe
thrown in cages like animals.
maybe they'd have a few different origin stories for the archetype too. Like they can shuffle those origin stories, so not every time you get an old lady will she be the exact same
Right.
archetype or story.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all gone a bit shit. It's up to us to take our city back. Thing is, we can't do it alone. We need to recruit a resistance. I know what you're thinking. Where do we start? Open your eyes and take a look around.
Where do you start? With grandmas.
No, not him. Him. Former MI5.
Duty never ends.
He can get anywhere and erase anyone.
No one under 70 allowed.
Yeah?
Let's kick those bastards out of London.
She got kicked out of Oxbridge Robotics School for teaching him to reproduce. And that fella over there, proper bellend. Come on, come at me. He'll crack your skull just for looking at
So
it.
you got like brute, street brutes, sort of like Cockney archetype.
This had better be fucking good.
And allow me to introduce you to the deadliest of the lot. She's not old, she's experienced.
Jesus.
Like I said, you can recruit anyone, and I mean bloody anyone. Him, her, everyone is a secret weapon.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Find them, recruit them.
It feels like the type of thing that the player will have to work with the game to prevent it from feeling like a shallow experience, like to make it feel deep.
Fuck this world.
Don't try to break its boundaries. Like don't try to push its limits if you want it to feel immersive. In other words, don't try to recruit 7 grandmas and expect each of their stories to be completely unique.
Yeah. Damn. That's pretty soon.
It's pretty impressive that they're taking a fresh take on it, though.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, I wasn't happy with the last Watch Dogs, but they have enticed me again to give it another shot. Oh, huh? Is it? It is. It's fucking Mac.
Hello.
Why?
My name is Rob McElhenney, and for the past
Why?
15 years, I have been making a television show called It's Always Sunny.
Is there an Always Sunny fucking game coming?
I don't know.
What would they even do?
I love him.
But I am here today because I love games, and I wanted to express that love in the only way that I know how, save for playing them, and that is to make a TV show about them.
Yeah, man.
More importantly, the people who create those games and the people who play them. So last year, I called the funniest people that I knew, Charlie Day, Megan Gans, and David Hornsby, all executive producers on Sunny, and we started talking. We realized very early on that if we were going to do this, we wanted to do it right and to be as authentic as possible, because, as you all know, nobody smells bullshit like this particular community. So we did the right thing. We partnered with Ubisoft, and away we went. It has been an incredible experience working with one of the biggest and best game developers in the world to inspire us, because our show takes place in the fictional studio that created the biggest MMORPG in the world, Mythic Quest.
So he's making
And we meet them on the cusp of releasing their biggest expansion yet, Mythic Quest, Raven's Banquet. The show follows the team of devs as they navigate the challenges of running their game while dealing with the difficulties of modern office life. These people are truly stuck together, yet they grind it out day after day for the love of the game. And at the head of that team is my character, creative director, Ian Grimm. Like...
Ian.
Like most creative directors, he's gifted, driven, and tirelessly dedicated to his game. And, like most of the creative directors that I've met, he has an ego the size of a city bus. I'm gonna get my ass kicked backstage because there's a lot of creative directors here. Joking aside, it is clear that those creative directors and the thousands of people who work on these games put everything that they can into them. They recognize that they have a tremendous opportunity and responsibility, that they must do everything in their power to ensure that the games are nothing short of the best that they can make, because that is what the community, you, deserve. I promise you that in making this show, we took the same approach. So without further ado, here is a brief look into our upcoming TV series for Apple TV+, Mythic Quest.
Okay, so this is it. I heard that he was making something for Apple TV+. Like that's one of their...
What is Mythic Quest?
Okay.
Some may say it's just a video game. When it first debuted, MQ was hailed as a masterpiece. Now played in 20 different countries on 6 continents, it's the biggest massive multiplayer role-playing game of all time. And today, they find themselves on the precipice of their first major expansion, Mythic Quest, Raven's Banquet. And it all falls on the shoulders of one man, creative director Ian Grimm.
When we think about cultural touchstones, we think E.T., Star Wars, Avatar, and yet our industry dwarfs the traditional entertainment business. So when we think about legends, why not think Mythic Quest?
True indeed. And when we think of visionary world-building artists, instead of just Spielberg, Lucas, and Cameron, why not think Grimm?
I'm sorry, I gotta stop. What is this?
It's a commercial for the game.
It's a commercial for you.
It's still going.
Shh. This is insane.
I think it's brilliant.
Wow, what the hell?
So it's like a Netflix original for Apple TV's service. So they have like 4 in the making, and I'd heard him and Charlie Day were making one.
Okay.
A comedy, and I was excited, but it wasn't enough to talk about because, I mean, they had nothing to show, but there you go.
That's crazy that it's on Ubisoft stage.
Yeah.
Hey there,
So
my
they
name
worked
is Parker
with
and Taro Mackay, esports caster for Rainbow
Ubisoft
Six
to like
Siege. There are so many
help
exciting
make it. I
things to
guess maybe
come
they use some of their
in year
studio
4.
locations
In-game
and like
events, map
facilities or
reworks,
like.
playlist updates, a roster of 52 unique operators, and of course, a thriving esports scene. Starting tomorrow, you'll be able to enjoy
I'm totally down for this.
If you're not a fan of Always Sunny in Philadelphia,
This major content
Why are
update
you
brings
watching
2 new operators to Team Rainbow, Nook and Warden.
Oh my
I
gosh,
wonder
we
if
have
it'll-
so much to catch up on.
yeah, we do. Well, actually, not as much as you think. We actually are quite caught up.
And some of your
But
favorite Twitch streamers for the Twitch Rivals Celebrity Show Match. But right now, here's a glimpse of the new season in
I wonder if
action.
it'll have the same
Thank you, everyone,
cynicism,
and have a great evening.
Yeah.
the same sort of like dark humor that we love about Always Sunny, or if they're gonna have a different tone.
It feels like a different tone.
It seemed like a different tone.
But still, I think we'll drive with us. Canada! Represent!
Like if you haven't seen Always Sunny, it's dark humor.
Yeah, it really is.
It's
I can get why
incredibly
some people
dark.
wouldn't like it.
It makes me happy.
I can only watch a few episodes at a time.
What does this look like, guys? Rainbow Six? Never really a thing for us.
That's Stashman's business. I guess it makes sense that Canada is so prominent since it's Quebec studio that works on it. So they talked about this at last E3. Right?
I don't
That's
know.
the thing they were talking
I
about?
never really pay attention to Rainbow Six stuff.
It's still huge. Fan base is not the best.
Oh yeah, so here we were watching in the pre-show, seeing how Brawlhalla was being represented by Ubisoft.
Yeah, that's what you get when you take on the Brawlhalla master.
These things are whack! 1v1 me, bro. For real!
Yeah, I'll toast your buns again, sure. Want to choose a different character?
Yeah! I choose me!
Finn's voice is so awkward now.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah! Woohoo! Brawlhalla!
Oh, my burrito.
This is like.
It's those guys from the game.
Oh, there you go.
What time is it? Adventure time!
So Adventure Time in Brawlhalla.
That's cool.
So they were bought by Ubisoft.
All I do is win.
I
And
wonder
now
when
they're
that happened.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Princess Bubblegum gonna show you up.
Cool.
Homies help homies.
We played this on the show, didn't we?
This place has
For an episode with the guys.
Did somebody order a combo?
So Adventure Time is a great example of why they get adult women to voice kids in cartoons that might go too many seasons for the kid who's doing the voice acting to grow up.
Yeah.
Look out! Baking pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Brawlhalla? Brawlhalla?
No, man. Brawlhalla.
Oh. Hey, welcome to Brawlhalla.
This game is
Available today.
Finn aged in Adventure Time, so he, like, yeah. I like a young Finn though.
Yeah.
The only test of a man's worth is battle. When those rounds come screaming past your head, you're gonna learn if you're hungry enough to take that victory.
It's Punisher!
We're going to battle.
So I don't know anything
with the
about
soldiers
that
we
stuff.
used to be.
Punisher. Sorry.
Ghosts. And you better believe that they are hungry too.
Unfortunately, you won't get a reaction out of us.
Some of these ghosts
TM.
may have been your friends. And there is brotherhood. But then there is what the world needs. These ghosts, they are the past.
He was Punisher on
they
Netflix.
Still serve the machine that we left behind. And right now, for the future, the world needs us. I'm honored. I'm honored to be here with you tonight. And as you head into battle, with that mean look in your eye and those bad intentions in your mind, remember this. You are the few with the courage to make history. You have the desire to take victory. You will be on a battlefield full of ghosts, but only you.
Ghost Recon, Ben. I'm guessing.
That makes you wolves.
Solid facial animation.
At least we get these out of the way early, I guess. The Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six. That leaves, what, only 3 more?
There's a dog on stage. There's a dog on stage.
Oh my goodness, they brought out a pup.
What's going on?
He's just like,
what a pup.
Hey, I'm John.
Aww.
Good to be here. This is Bam Bam the dog. Thank you for having me.
How's Bam Bam
he's gonna be scared.
doing with all that?
It's a real honor to be
He
here with
doesn't-
you guys today. Thank you. I love you too. Right on. This is awesome.
How
This has
confusing.
been really great and exciting, and I'm really honored to be here.
It's okay, Bam Bam.
I'm enormously proud to be part of the development of this game. It was a pleasure to work with the Ubisoft team. You know, I've had the chance to play some pretty strong, tough men over the years. I've played a deputy fighting zombies, special.
Wait, was he the
forces
main
soldier
guy
who
in
lost everything.
Walking
And
Dead
now
from the beginning
I get to play Cole D.
episode?
Walker. He's a skilled former special operations soldier with his own sense of responsibility and his own moral code. He knows how things should be run. He loves his brothers, his fellow soldiers, but he is willing to
He's a
do whatever it
baddie.
takes to complete his mission and take control of Aroa. There is no briefing. There's no backup. You will not face a group of bad guys or a criminal organization. You will face an entire army. My army. The Wolves.
No, the dog, he doesn't want to be here.
We got the numbers, we've got the organization, and
Pick him
remember,
up.
we trained alongside you. The weaponry of a fully operational special ops detachment. Trust me, there's an unparalleled arsenal of high-tech weapons in Aroa. So if you think you have what it takes, strap on your boots, and you get ready to take on the Wolves, and take on me. See you in Aroa. We'll be waiting.
Are perfect predators. They have the knowledge of their hunting ground. But we have the element of surprise.
You're not Bam Bam.
They have the technology. But we have the skills.
Using an animal to get bonus points with your audience, Ubisoft. Lame.
Maybe he is an emotional support doggo.
Sure.
You don't know.
Not like Lisa. She's not supportive of anybody
Oh.
but her own.
You're calling
It was
us.
it was a joke.
I get
Becky.
it. I get it. Oh shit.
We fight with our brothers and sisters.
What are you doing?
They are hungry. But we
I see what he did next too.
See you, Miss Fable.
We are ghosts.
We will recon.
Unfortunately, we still have a bit there's a, even though they got Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six out of the way early, we know that we still have to sit through probably one of their car things. What's that one? Project The Crew. Before we get to the fun stuff.
Aw.
And we're spending extra time on this.
Hi everyone. Being a community developer on Ghost Recon Wildlands and Breakpoint has been an incredible journey for me so far. When we first announced the game, you were very excited. And after discussions with members of our community, I today announce that with our post-launch plan, we will be bringing back our AI teammates for our solo players.
Yves, I saw him.
Oh, in the audience? He's just sitting there?
With Ghost Recon
How nerve-wracking would that be?
we want to go the
The boss is front row center.
engage with you. So I'm pleased
The
to
big
announce
boss.
a brand new community program that will allow you to express and share your passion. Welcome to Ghost Recon Delta Company.
Don't be nervous, just go ahead, be yourself. If you make a mistake, I promise you won't even remember it.
Cosplay to streaming, fan art to forum discussions. However you show your love for Ghost Recon, there is something for you in our 5 different detachments, with lots of content to support you, as well as direct discussions with our studio. So head over to our Ghost Recon Breakpoint website to find out more, and hear from you soon, Delta Ghosts. Thank you very much, everyone.
She really is front and center. Holy shit.
It's terrifying.
It's almost like we're holding hands.
Oh, just...
Thank you, Laura. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Yay.
The Ghost Recon team has always taken great pride from your passion for our games. And that passion is what pushes us to deliver the best Spec Ops experience out there. Behind enemy lines, you will be fighting the most dangerous enemies the Ghosts have ever faced, constantly testing your survival skills. Yes.
Is that tea?
We
Yes.
can't wait to welcome you in Ghost
you haven't taken
Recon
the lid off.
Breakpoint on October 4th. And 1 month before that, our beta will be live on September 5th.
Yay.
You can register on our website right now for a chance to participate. Ghost Recon Breakpoint will be live for years to come. We've got your back. New content, free updates, and many surprises inspired by our community.
I wonder if Yves is a cat person? Definitely.
Yes.
He's evil.
Like this one.
All evil masterminds have a cat in their lap.
Especially bald ones.
Yeah. Or white ones.
Oh, bald men, I meant.
Oh. Like a bald cat.
Terminator again?
Was it? Terminator making his way into everything? I couldn't tell from the eyes. How could you guys tell?
The music?
Oh, I guess,
All
yeah.
right. See you all out there. Have a good one.
Okay. So they're integrating Terminator into everything. Mobile RPG. Also Ghost Recon. Such a weird contrast, this game studio that brings us Just Dance and Rabbids has such like gritty shooters, like tactical army bro shooters. They're like equal parts fun-loving and then super serious, like, I have trigger discipline, Mom.
A ghost on the battlefield.
So they're pulling all like characters from different games into this one game.
Operator, lightly armed, massively effective.
Yeah, it's a crossover.
Between Rainbow Six and Ghost Recon and Splinter Cell. When's the new Splinter Cell coming?
Maybe this is a little something to get it back in our minds, and then the next thing they drop is going to be Splinter Cell.
Splinter Cell was one of those early games that I played and quite enjoyed because it was like I'd finished Metal Gear and I needed something to like continue that desire for that type of a cool, like tactical, sneaky game, but it didn't really. I liked it, but didn't love it. But I wouldn't mind seeing where they might go. Oh wait, didn't we play Splinter Cell on the show with Ben, and he and I got in a lot of fights about the stealth? All right.
10 years. 10 years. That's a lot of dancing. We're exhausted. I know. But think of everything we've done. It's not for us, or for you, or you. It's for them, the players! We danced, and Silvio and his girlfriend got married. We danced, and our friend Jaden Rodriguez danced for millions, bringing together generations. We danced, and they set world records. Do you remember Carrie? Yep, of course we do, because we were with her.
Did she dance for 138 hours?
Why we exist.
That's dangerous.
We're gonna have much more of these moments because dance is a force. It's transcendent. It unites and it shows us who we are. That's why Just Dance is more than just dance. Let's get out there and get ready for what's next.
Are they going to come out now? Those people? Oh.
No.
That would have
This is always the most fun part of the conference.
High Hopes, Panic at the Disco. Is this what's going to get us flagged?
Oh yeah, as always. Join the Turbo Club today. The fucking panda's back.
What a badass.
Yeah, he's
man.
got fucking piercings now and a mohawk.
Holy shit,
Bandana around his leg.
He's done a lot of living in the past year.
This is the type of thing that I give a bad review on Amazon. Followed the instructions exactly, now my butt hurts. The fucking, what is this shit? This is a song I have not heard, but I have a feeling I'm gonna hear a lot more of it. Oh god.
Oh no.
It's like every 3 years a new one comes.
Yeah.
One of these types of songs. Fuck. Ugh, this song. Well, I was free of that song in my life until that moment.
Oh my god, it's on the Wii, you guys. The Wii.
This will come out on the Wii?
The Wii.
Well, I mean, if it has the install base, you know? Like some people, like even in your family, they bought a system in once a decade, right? Like,
Yeah.
You know? And the Wii was it. If it works,
But not
what's
even
wrong
the
with
Wii
it?
U?
And not the Wii U, because nobody owns that. It's the install base that matters to Ubisoft. It's smart. Okay, are we looking at something new?
There's an old tale about this village. A samurai came to deliver justice.
Are we finally getting in a Far East Assassin's Creed?
She slaughtered every living soul.
Or is it For Honor?
And became the spirit of death. Years later,
For Honor 2.
we hunted
maybe?
the samurai in the village. We didn't believe the old tale. Not until a horror came.
The real horror is you rolling your R's on words with more than 3.
Be wary. Sakura is the spirit of death. And she's brought a curse that will doom us all.
Available now until June 27th. What did that mean?
I can't tie this to any IP I know from them.
Your watch beeping is giving it away. You should turn that shit off.
There he is. We found him. Take him. I'll cover you. He's going into stasis. Contact. Head to the extraction point.
Still Rainbow Six.
Three-player tactical co-op.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Bio Jade, and I'm the lead game designer on the next Rainbow Six game. It's called Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine. I'm part of a new team in Ubisoft Montreal that set out on an exciting new mission. Create a radically redesigned co-op experience built on the foundations of one of the best shooters of this generation. What Siege is to the PvP shooter genre, we will be to PvE co-op. Quarantine will test your tactical skills and survival instincts, holding you and your operators on the razor's edge. It pulls you together as a squad, facing off against an unknown and devastating parasite. You will risk everything every time you step into quarantine. Stay tuned and start prepping for your next deployment. I can't wait to show you more, and have a great E3.
I love the way French people say tree.
Oh no, I forgot about the Division. They have the Division.
Is that a fucking hunter?
God, Bob! I'm playing video games!
I just want Rabbids and Rayman
Yeah.
and I guess that's it. Maybe a new Assassin's Creed every so often.
But not too often.
But this is a lot of
Look at all those kitties.
Storm Entertainment.
That's weird.
There's no greater reward for me or the team.
Maybe some more
than
South
to see
Park.
our game come to life and to see our players, our star players, taking tremendous pride in being a part of the Division. Yeah!
Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it? Like they're
Now, if you
Is
haven't had
the Division
opportunity
Tom
to play
Clancy?
the Division 2 yet, we would be thrilled.
Is it
to
also
have you
Tom
join
Clancy? Like all their
our
shit is
very
Tom
passionate
Clancy
community.
properties.
Yeah.
Because I'm happy to announce that this week only, between June 13th and June 16th, the Division
Tom Clancy
2
died
will be
too, didn't he? He's
absolutely
like all of his.
100% free for everyone to
I want to
play.
read some of his books. I read like half of one when I was way back in like grade 9, I think.
And there's no better time to join us.
I don't know why I stopped.
As we're about to release the first of our major
They're really good
content
thrillers.
updates
Like
for our year one journey.
Yeah.
A journey beyond Washington, D.C. to save not just a city, but an entire nation.
yeah, I want more Valiant Hearts types games from their smaller little projects inside internally.
That's one of my favorite games.
They made also Child of Light, didn't they?
I don't know.
I think Ubisoft is more suited. Obviously, this is a cash cow, but like, I want us to see them make fun-loving, happy shit because I feel like that's what matches their company.
Yeah. But they know it sells.
They know what sells. They know what. They obviously can't abandon their properties.
All right.
And Just Dance is
And Just Dance.
obviously
Thank you.
huge.
Episode
They did make
1,
Child of Light.
coming in July.
I just feel as though
Ubi art, yeah.
this audience isn't going anywhere. The people
new
who love
main
these
missions
games,
and a brand
you
new
could give
game
them. You could do
experience.
directs for
So
these,
for the first time,
and spend a little less
taking the
time on the
fight
E3 stage.
outside the city.
It's the
And you'll
equivalent, I feel like,
venture
of spending
deep
time
into
on
the
sports
woodlands
games.
to
The
spear
people who are going to
attack
play that franchise
on
are
a
always going to be
presidential
back
compound as you seek
Let's
to
show us
bring a
something new.
traitor to justice.
on stage.
The National Zoo is the setting of our next
Yeah, like the
mission,
Ubi art
where
stuff,
you and your
man.
team will hunt down the surviving outcast leader. And this brings us to our final edition of Episode 1, a place called Kenley College, and it's home to an entirely new gameplay experience. One that will take exploration, investigation, and logic to uncover the fate of a military convoy gone dark. Now, Episode 2, coming this fall.
They're also doing a lot of
We'll
tell
bring to you
instead of showing.
The Pentagon.
Even if I'm not super interested in the game, I'd rather see more of it than listen to a guy talk about it.
Fortress.
Woo, the Pentagon.
It has fallen to the Black Tusks, and its secrets are about to be thrown out into
I
the
was
open.
there. I went there
You
for a
must do
summer
everything it
vacation.
takes to secure what lies behind the walls of this last castle. But this won't be the greatest danger you face in Episode 2. I'm very excited to tell you that our second raid will be coming this fall, bringing back intense 8-player action. Yeah! Watching you tackle the first raid, it was awesome.
So we're an hour in. How long do
break this
Ubisoft conferences usually go?
This brings us
They're
to our
not usually
third and
as
final
long.
episode
I don't think
of year
they're
1.
2 hours. I think it's an hour and a half.
So we got like a half hour left of hopefully something
It's not about bringing the
entertaining.
world as we know it back to life, but the opposite.
Pentagon is my favorite
One man
shape.
holds that power, and humanity itself is at stake. Agents, it's time to engage in a manhunt.
Oh, damn. Oh, this shit's gonna get us double flagged.
That's a hard flag.
Oh,
right there.
God. We gotta keep talking. No.
I'm too old for this shit.
Oh.
Just please keep supporting us on Patreon. Because we don't make shit from YouTube, and I don't give a shit.
The weak. But training doesn't prepare you to hunt someone you used to call brother. He has left us no other choice.
There's still people in
If we don't
that.
stop it, there will be nothing left to save.
Holy shit, what about that? Man.
What was holy shit worth in
I
that?
can't wait for that.
What was worthy of holy shit in there?
One last thing. As you might know, we have been working on a movie. It will be directed by David Leitch, starring Jessica Chastain and Jake Gyllenhaal. Well, today, I'm proud to announce that we will be making the Division movie with Netflix. More to come on that in the future. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Oh my God. Wow. Hello, everyone.
Well, you guys are going
I'm Brenda
fast.
Panagrossi. I'm Vice President of Platform and Product Management. Ubisoft has been creating worlds for over 30 years. We have the most diverse library of games, and we're about to make it even easier for you to play them. I'm here to announce Ubisoft's new subscription service on PC called Uplay Plus.
She's really calming me with her voice.
Aww.
You'll get earliest available access to new games, including the premium editions with all their additional content. And you
This
can
is so
enjoy the
soothing.
depth
I want
of
her to
our
read me a
PC
story.
catalog
Yeah,
that
please
includes
take
over
care of me.
100 games and growing.
She's like a super chill kindergarten teacher.
Yeah, man.
We've got all these library books,
Uplay
and you
Plus
can read
will
all
be
of them.
$14.99 a month. If you sign up today, we'll enable free access for you in September.
So Uplay's got its own subscription service. So does EA, so does PlayStation, so does Xbox. This is what everybody wants. This is the future, man. Subscription services are the cash cows that companies want you to sign up to.
Yeah, and forget about.
And forget about.
Yeah,
Just like our
thanks for
Patreon.
paying it.
Thank you, everybody, who forgot that you're giving us $5 a month.
We love you.
Well, it's passive, like, it really happens. Like, the reason Netflix is so popular is, like, it's so profitable. They probably lose money on a lot of people who use it a lot.
Yeah.
Like, because they have to pay everybody whose content they bought. But for those who are just letting it go and not really just watching a few things a month, like us,
Yeah.
that's where they're making their profit.
Seriously, we go like months without watching anything.
And we're
which is
paying for
fucked
it.
Up. How can we go months without watching something? We don't have a TV.
Too busy.
Yeah. Set it and forget it.
Born for greatness, man. Born for greatness, man. Born for greatness.
Prince of Persia.
Wherever players are, we want to provide access to our games and services. I'm pleased to announce that in 2020, Uplay Plus will be available on Stadia.
Okay, so
Stadia is the new generation gaming platform where you could play our Stadia games from any device.
for Stadia
A
and
special thank
that,
you to
or does
Phil
it
Harrison and
include
his
it?
team. This is the beginning of our partnership.
Wait, isn't he the? Oh yeah, he's the Stadia guy. He looks a lot like one of the EA guys.
Yeah, he does.
Thank you so much. Have fun playing.
I don't understand how any of this works. Yeah, I don't understand if you'll need both or what. Oh, hey, maybe this is something new.
Scary.
Why?
It looks dangerous. She should have a helmet on.
Beautiful. Roller champions, eh? It's different. Let's
Rocket
see.
League competitor?
Maybe. Let's see what it's all about.
Hello, future champions. My
Whoa,
name
that's
is Stefan,
crazy
and I'm
tattoo.
a proud member of
Yeah.
the Roller Champions team. All right, come on, bring it up. From the get-go, our ambitions with this game were very clear. We wanted to create something new. We wanted to capture the intangible excitement of players preparing for the big game, the hype of team play and competition, along with the craziness of high-speed racing. So we started working on Roller Champions, a skill-based team PvP sports game that is as fun to watch as it is to play. A game in which you, the player, can create your own story as you roll up to glory. But right now I know how it looks. We showed you a trailer, and I got on stage starting my little speech. That's all well and good, but when will you ever get to play this?
Now.
How about today?
I knew you were gonna say today, based on your smarminess. Your smarminess gave you away again, Smarmy. McSmarm.
On your PC to download
If that is your real name.
E3 demo of
Pre-alpha
Roller Champions.
E3
Play
demo.
the
Don't
heck
call it
out of it for
pre-alpha.
the next few days. And when you're done, head to the forums to tell us what you thought. And you know what? We firmly believe that you will be screaming as loudly
I
as
wouldn't
our
mind seeing
colleagues
some
did when
gameplay.
they first got to play test it back in Montreal. But I can't just leave you with that. So here's a taste of what you should expect once you click that download button. Put your skates on, see you in the arena.
So some gameplay? And we get fake voice acted players interacting. Okay, show me real gameplay though. From what am I gonna see when I'm playing? I guess we're gonna have to wait until we get to see it somewhere. Like, it looks like it could be cool. It's remains to be seen though.
Kind of into this.
Yeah, it could, like, this is one of those types of things that could end up being incredibly fun. Look at those pre-alpha graphics, yeah. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
So first, I want to say thank you to... Thank you. So first, I want to say thank you to all the Ubisoft teams around the world for your talent and energy. You know, congratulations for another great show. Thank you. So I believe video games have a positive impact on all of us and the world around us. At Ubisoft, our intention is to create games that will make you stronger and happier in your life. When you play Ubisoft games, we hope you will spend quality time with family and friends and meet new inspiring people. Learn more about yourself by doing and gain new perspective on the world and help shape it. So to everyone who plays our games, thank you for your love.
That's nice and all. Just, I'm not sure the message jives with all the Tom Clancy properties you showed. It just doesn't like hanging out with your family, playing Tom Clancy.
Like, little hearts
you push
dropping.
us to always do better and go further. So now, I'm very proud to announce a new project from an exceptional team in Quebec City.
Okay.
Please give a warm upload to Marc-Alexis Côté, who is coming to show you a sneak peek of his game.
Oh my god, that's so good.
That was a good one.
That was
Hello, everybody.
That was a good one.
Over the last 10 years, I've had the chance to be part of an incredible team that has always pushed the limits of Assassin's Creed and shown us different periods
The finest
of our
of cringe.
past. But our imagination has always been bound to the reality of the history books. These past 4 years, our minds have lingered on a different aspect of our history, mythology. The stories of the ancient gods and their misadventures have existed through generations of storytellers and audiences and have transformed into tales that we still know and love today. Now, these stories have shaped our dreams, inspiring us to build something new, something that transcends the limits that we have always set upon ourselves. Today, I am very proud to have the chance to show you a glimpse, to show you a teaser of this brand new game that we've been working on. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you, and have a great E3.
Oh, Ubisoft made a thing in dreams.
When heroes need help, they turn to the gods. When gods need help, they turn to you.
Feels like we're about to see a new Peter Molyneux game. Okay. Well, that certainly was
a teaser.
A teaser. There wasn't much to...
February 25th, 2020.
With something that close, you'd expect to see a bit more. There's Leon. Leon, if you're watching, thanks for the care package you sent us. We'd barely settled in here in our new house, and Ubisoft had sent us a package of little treats.
This is just the beginning, guys. This is just the beginning. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Feels like Leon's about to do a rap.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Where we have
all right.
incredible Rainbow Six Siege show match together with Twitch rivals. We have our two new best friends.
So I guess it's all over. That was
They didn't even bring everyone on stage.
That was certainly the weakest of Ubisoft's showings in recent years. There wasn't, it felt like, I feel like this entire E3 is like this.
And we're live again, indeed. So, once again, quick reminder, Operation Phantom Sight will be
So it's all over. It feels like this year is just this, like, all the companies are just kind of sitting back.
Yeah.
Kind of like they're waiting for the generation to tick over. But it's like they're unwilling to give us glimpses of the future, because there's absolutely no way you can tell me that they're not working on a shit ton of stuff.
Yes.
For the next generation.
Yeah.
But nobody seems to want to show us, to tip their hand and show us what they've got in the works. Like E3, I always get excited that we're going to see something even far out into the future and like give us a glimpse, get us a little bit hype. But we're so hard on companies who don't live up to hype that like every company's afraid to build it now. They don't want to overpromise or even show you anything until it's ready.
Yeah. Last year was a very big year for gaming. Like there was a lot last year.
Although I would say mostly last year it was just showing what was coming out that year. I would say the best year of E3 was 2 years ago where they're showing what was going to come out last year.
Right.
That was the hype building year. It was 2 years ago. Whereas last year I feel like there was
T-Pain!
T-Pain's there, eh? Where's his auto-tune box? Maybe it's around it. That's what's there. That auto-tunes him automatically. Yeah, that was not a lot. The most interesting thing certainly was the Watch Dogs.
Yes.
That incredibly ambitious seeming...
And it was fun trying to kind of like
figure out
how
like,
it's
what?
possible with everyone.
Like how... But, at this point, we're pretty much hoping that Nintendo will save us this E3 and give us something like... So, you know, unlike the other big companies, this is not an in-between year for Nintendo.
Yeah, true.
This is their prime time year, in fact.
Yeah, because they're on opposite schedules generally from everyone else.
And this is the year where you would hope, if it was a classic E3 showing, you would see Nintendo come out and blow you away with some big new announcements. But they're not going to. Because Nintendo plays things very conservatively now. They're going to show you exactly what you think they're going to show you. And that's the new Animal Crossing, which they've been like very unsubtly building towards. We all know it's coming.
Yeah. Yep.
Outside of that, you're just going to see more of the same. I don't think you're going to see anything but that.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to see any teases, anything like... People are hoping for Metroid. We're once again ending a conference talking about Nintendo because we're just hoping Nintendo's going to do something special to really, like, it's theirs to win right now. Nintendo does not need to do a lot to win E3.
Yeah.
Like, Keanu Reeves is the current he's the reigning champion right now, and he doesn't even own a video game company. Charlie didn't really, that wasn't Charlie either, it was Mac.
Oh, I meant Mac. I'm such a big fan.
But Keanu Reeves doesn't even own a video game company he's winning right now. Like, that's not fair.
Yeah. No, you know who's winning the internet is the, like, adorable Japanese
What's her
girl.
Name? Mia's, I forget her name. I forget her name. Nakamura?
Nakamura?
Yeah, Nakamura-san, but that's her last name or family name.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that was pretty fun. But yeah, so far, I mean, Squeenix is coming up in 4 hours. And I know that they actually, the thing is, and we need to watch this, and maybe we'll do it right before the Square Enix conference. We need to watch Final Fantasy VII's trailer that they dropped 24 hours ahead of time by way of PlayStation's channel. Without even, I don't know, why?
I don't know, and I don't know.
They did this last year too. They gave away their best shit to another company.
Yeah.
I think
it was it Sony?
I don't know.
I was going to, okay. But, yeah, and I don't even know if they're going to have a stage presence because they didn't last year. Last year they had like a 30-minute thing. The last time they had a stage presence was 2015, and it was in like that really small venue, and then they just said we're not doing it anymore.
Nintendo already announced that they're will focus on games released this year. It's a shame because I would say one of the most exciting E3 years besides the one where Microsoft and Sony battled it out, which will be a legendary year forever. I would say one of the more exciting years was one of our first ever years, and that's the year that the Kinect was new technology and they were demoing it on stage.
Yeah.
As ridiculous and sad as the legacy of the Kinect ended up being, at least that year we had something really different to look at and something to watch and be like, what the fuck? Was that the same year that Nintendo DS also announced its 3DS and people were like, how the fuck does that work? I think that may have been the same.
I could see that.
Anyways,
having been around the same year.
Those were great years because you were like, it was a whole bunch of, it's what E3 I feel like is all about, is like something so new that you're like, how? And that was special.
That was 2012.
Released the Simulated Family, yes. Tim Schafer. But yeah, it's sad though. Like, I mean, it's so appropriate with
They're
Devolver.
wearing the same thing, and it's really bothering me.
Devolver Digital was so appropriate and meta this year by doing their direct and making fun of companies that are doing directs at the same time as making fun of companies that spend all their time and money going into press conferences when nobody gives a shit anymore or respects them anymore. It's kind of like we've talked about how our show came out at the right time. It was the perfect time for our show to be what it was. That the heyday, the peak of E3 showmanship.
Yeah.
We were there for the best of the best times. I don't think it'll ever go back to that point again. I think every company will go the way of directs, and they're running their own shows, controlling their own message.
But you think E3 will continue?
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, for a while.
Yeah, I
don't
can't
think
see it completely stopping.
I'd say like 5 to 10 years from now, I would say it'd be very not surprising if it didn't exist.
If the big
If it just went
players
away.
are stepping away
If they all back out
as well.
and they're just like, Microsoft starts having its Xbox Fest or something, PlayStation continues to throw their own PlayStation experience when they feel like it.
Yeah.
You've already got BlizzCon, this massive event that the brand controls everything. QuakeCon has existed since I was a little baby boy.
Yeah.
Like these things where companies control the message and it's all just one big love-in where nothing can go wrong because you've filled not only the audience but the entire event with nothing but people who love you.
Yeah, it's very, very curated.
E3, the whole reason it ever existed because it was a real conference with no internet. Like it was all about getting executives in the same rooms as press and giving like all these like rapid fire like meetings and also meeting with distributors. E3 was literally a place where Toys R Us went to see games and decide what was going to be on their shelves. Can you imagine that it actually mattered?
Toys R Us barely exists anymore.
Yeah. It was a point. There was a time where E3 mattered to. It was a real trade show.
Yeah, yeah.
Then it slowly became this thing for fans and just hype, and now even that is kind of dissolving. And I don't know where they can evolve past this.
Nothing can go wrong. Didn't go very well for Blizzard last year.
I don't know what Blizzard did that went wrong. Oh, they had a couple technical snafus, but nobody gives a shit. They even sell digital tickets, fucking Blizzard, and make probably a shit ton of money on it. Anyways. All right. Well, that was your Ubisoft. I'm sorry.
Stage shows were always my favorite.
It had a couple moments, but yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next time on the show. We got a couple more before E3 is canceled. Goodbye.